Hey folks, Rich here at RCINFORMER. Today I have a video on the Dynam Spitfire on floats that I'm pretty excited about. This is the first flight out with the new refit and the paint job on this thing. I put a new ventral fin on here, so be sure to check out the links in the upper right hand corner where I show you how I put that on. And there'll also be links of other float demos that we did of this prior to this refit. Now, if you guys are interested in this plane, it's available at MK.VB down below, the Dynam Spitfire. Just check our links in the description below. If you guys buy through our links, we do get a little commission. We do appreciate you guys supporting our channel with that. And I've had this plane for about 2 years now, and I realized that the Dynam Spitfires, or the Spitfires on floats, there were actually 5 of them made during the war, and they had to add an extra bit of vertical fin back here to give it a little better directional stability with all the float up front and with all these vertical pylons here. There's dorsal fins, and some of them have this really nice sort of yellow livery on it, so I went ahead and I painted it up just like the for one of the full scales, even with the P on the back, which was kind of the logo it had. But it's a pretty sweet airplane, folks. It is a Dynam airplane, so they are a little rough, folks. They're very inexpensive, but you do have to do a little bit of work to them. You have to mod some things and do some things. For example, one thing I did was this seam right here. Steve, if you can get right here. I actually ended up gluing my wing on, and I used foam tack right here to glue this part of the wing because it was flexing too much and moving off the fuselage. So I glued it here and glued it here, basically glued the wing to the fuselage essentially. Another thing that I did, Steve, if you can get back here, you can see I added 2 carbon spars right back here. Okay, to make this stiffer because it was a little bit weak. Now it's nice and tough. And of course I did the paint job and I added that ventral fin underneath, just to give it that extra stability, and we're going to test it out today. So I'm really pumped. The beauty about this thing is when you're at the float fly field and you've got guys that are out there with their de Havilland Beavers and their Cessnas and all this, you're out there with a warplane that like really existed. So it's really cool to see a Spitfire and a Warbird on floats. It really is the hot rod when you're out there flying. So anyway, without further ado, folks, we're going to get out there and do this. Let me activate my throttle here and get that plugged in. I had my safety on. We'll power it up. All right, looks like we got lots of power. I am running in this thing a 4-cell 2200 80C roaring top pack that's pretty sweet. I use it and everything, and it seems to give me quite a bit of power. I'm going to check my controls all the way around, make sure everything's where it should be. I have 125% travel all the way around for full rates. Mid's 100, and low is, I think it was still at 70 on this one. So we'll go mid to start with, and we'll see. Right for right, left for left, up, down, left, right. Everything looks pretty neutral. Let's get my rudder straightened out here. All right, Steve, you ready? All right, here we go. Let's get this in the water. And here we go. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Here we go. Excellent. Get that baby going out there. I'm going to steer this baby with my water rudder there. She's pulling left-right on me a little bit. But here, let's drive it around. Man, that looks good. You notice the water calmed?
Big time.
Yeah, big time. Look at that thing. Amy, you getting some shots?
Yep.
Amy's taking some pictures of it. Wow, that's awesome. Excellent. It wanders a little bit. Again, guys, it's a Dynam plane. It's not the highest fidelity model around, but this sure is a slick airplane. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get a little flap in there. All right, take it off. I need to trim big time. This is really a trim flight because it hadn't flown, since the last time, and I did all these refits to it. Yeah, I'm needing way back on the elevator. But let me get my flaps up too. That's going to make a big difference here. That was part of it. Let's see here. Yep, that's what it was. Let me turn it back down. It's my fault, I forgot I had the flaps in there. Come back with a little bit. All right, I think it's pretty trimmed now. I got mid rates in there. I can already tell the directional control is a lot better. Directional stability is much better now. Bring it by slow. There we go. We got some fishermen. Roll it around. Man, that looks good, doesn't it? All right, Amy, you want to get some shots of it? Yep. All right, I'm going to give you some flaps. I'll come in kind of slow. Steve, I'll come right by the camera. I see where those guys are. Trying to stay away from them. All right. Y'all just drifting?
Yeah. Is that electric?
It's electric, yep. It's a Spitfire on floats. There were
that Spitfire, you gotta hear that exhaust tone.
Yeah, well, it's electric. It's not gonna. There were actually 5 of these during the war made.
Really?
On floats, yeah. It was a real plane. They were testing it out. It never really entered service, but.
So I saw you were inverted earlier.
Yeah, I was messing around with, yeah.
That's amazing.
It's fun.
Very
it's,
impressive. Sorry to.
No, you're good. You're
I'm
good.
going close, so hopefully you.
It's going to be great YouTube video as long as you guys don't mind being on YouTube. Check out my channel. It's called RCINFORMER.
Okay. Is it really?
And you'll see you guys will be on there.
All right.
So.
So we caught a 10-pounder this morning. I wish I still had it. We could put that on.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. You're good. You're good.
That's impressive.
Yeah. All right, here we go, Steve. I'm going to bring it in and land it one time in front of us here. Let's see if I'll... Not on these guys, though. Touch down real quick there. This thing planes so well. All right, here we go. Let's bring it on back. Yeah, it's hard to demo a little bit when there's guys out in front of you fishing. I didn't want to hit those guys. All right, let's bring it back out. There we go. Driving it around, a little bit of flap in there. Take it off. There we go. She's coming up nice. Okay. All right, we're going to come by quick, Steve, on the upwind. Try to stay sort of away from these guys here. They're sort of in our path, but I'll stay away from them here. I'm going to come back this way. I'll come down on the downwind here. I tell you, the directional stability is much better. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. Talk to me, Goose.
Do some of that pilot stuff.
Here, let's see. I'm going to go to a high elevator rate. How's that? That's pretty good. Here, let's see. Okay, I'm going to go mid. Let's do this. I'll come by inverted here.
Hey, can you buzz us once and let me get a video?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, hold on.
You just tell me when you're ready. We're going to just keep filming here.
Ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll come by here in a second. Hang on. Oop, that almost dove me into the ground there. These Dynam planes are a little rubbery. Here, let me come by these guys. Can you catch this, Steve?
Yep.
All right, let's see. Come by these. Yep. He's asking to be buzzed, Steve. It's hard to say no to that.
There you go.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, the directional control is so much better than it was. There we go. Inverted, baby. Nice little airplane. And folks, again, this is available at BitGo Hobby. Nice airplane. Again, you do need to do some work to it. It doesn't come out of the box like some of the other brands do and fly perfectly. You have to do some tweaking to it, but they're inexpensive too. That's the beauty, is they're good kind of fixer-upper kind of opportunities to get them going. Drive that right in. Man, that's awesome the way it comes in. We'll do another takeoff here, Steve. My camera girl's gone. Hey, you want to come back here and get a couple shots? This thing's awesome. Here, let me bring it over here, Steve, for a second. I'll drive it over. Let's take a just quick post-flight inspection here for 1 second. We're probably about out of battery, but No, it's going away. No, that didn't work. Power turn it. Woo! Barely made it. Let's take a quick look here at how it's going. That's just windmilling there. Let's see. Rudder's holding up nice, a little wet now. And we're good, everything's nice. Let's take another aim, you ready?
Yep.
Get a couple more pictures and we will go. Here we go, a little bit of flaps. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute, you know, I think my battery might be dead. You know what, I'm gonna bring it in. I think my battery's, that's all I'm getting out of it. Let's bring it back in. Let me check the battery, that's a weird thing. My battery's not, my power's not coming up for some reason. Let's bring it in. That seems unusual. There we go, we'll grab that. Let's take a look at that thing, otherwise it's a great flight. I got another battery we can stick in it here. Let's see, is the battery overheated, or maybe I just flew too long, Steve? Let's see what we got. Yeah, I might have driven it too hard, but I thought we had a little more time out of that. Maybe speed controller's heating up or something. But here, let's see. What's it say there?
32%.
32, okay, it's still showing more in there. Let me take a quick look at this. Maybe we'll just throw in another battery and go here. Let's see. Let's plug that back in. Let's see. That back up. It's better now. Tell you what, let's get another battery in anyway, and we'll just keep flying it. Okay guys, we just stuck another battery in. That's what I had in there. It had 30% left. I don't know why I did that. Maybe, I'm speculating, maybe an overheated BEC or ESC, so we'll kind of keep an eye on that as we fly it. There really is not a lot of cooling here. I may have to put a hole in there or something to get cooling. Again, I don't know if that's what it was, but sometimes weird anomaly type things do happen. So, you guys ready? This thing's all the way up there. Let's get this thing down into the water. All right, looks like it's doing well. Let me do a quick flight control check again, make sure everything's where it ought to be. It looks good. There we go. Yeah, I think we're good to go. All right, here we go. Let's do a quick power up here again. Just a quick run up. Yep, getting lots of speed and power there. There we go. Let's get her in there. All right, we'll dive that on in there. Get her away. All right, Amy's gonna snap a couple more photos. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. And get some flaps in there. Take it off! That's coming up, that's much better. All right, Steve, if you want to take a step or two forward, I'm gonna give us a high-speed pass again here. Now that we can actually do it with the Fisher guys out of the way, fishermen.
Right.
There she is, whizzing on by. Come by on the downwind, this should be pretty quick. Woo! Don't want to hit that roof over there. Yeah, the wind's beating it up a little bit. Nice Dynam airplane though, folks. Again, Dynam's a little rough. They probably could use a little more spar in the wing, but this thing does quite nice. I'm pretty impressed with it. And it's one of the unique airplanes that Dynam makes that no one else makes. Look at that thing going up there. Bring it on down here. Woohoo! All right, Amy, you ready for a little inverted?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Well, I can't really fly inverted slow well, so.
No, I mean.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to bring it by slow first?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me bring it by up front here. I got flaps in there. Here, I'll put partial flaps in. Yeah. Well, what I'll do here, let me do this then. Let me come by and I'll turn so you can get the underside. You ready? Here, you ready? You ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of, I'll do some circles out front. How about that? Yeah, it's gonna be hard to see that bottom because the sun's coming from the other side now.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, if you can get, yeah, I'll try it again here. Let's see. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to do. All right, let me give you an inverted pass here. Get a picture of it upside down, hopefully. Yeah, that's a nice paint job, isn't it? Yeah, I'll do it again. I'll try and get a little closer here. Let's see. All right, 4th airplane today flying. Oh, shoot. That was the wind getting me. That was the wind. It's starting to. The wind is actually starting to pick up now. So here, let me try that one more time here. Don't hit that tree there. I tell you what, the negative ability of this airplane, the inverted flying, is fantastic on this thing. Okay, let me bring let's do a couple landings. Amy, just keep snapping pictures. I'm gonna go full flaps this time. See if we can get her slowed up nice. I love the way this thing lands. If you land it just right. Not really like that, but here, let me taxi it on back. Let's see, let's bring it, all right, I'll turn it into the wind here. It doesn't want to turn that way, does it? Oh, that wind is picking up to the point where it's hard to turn it around. There we go, there we go. Oh, I had too much prop wash over the rudder. That's why I wouldn't turn around. And I'll bring it in half flaps here. See if we get a landing at it. See if you can get pictures of it landing there, babe. You don't want to get behind the power on this thing. Into the weeds! You know what it is? The wind is just pushing us from the side. It's coming again in front of us. Let's turn it around here. Yeah, you really got to use those water rudders. Actually, you got to power back to get it to turn better and use the water rudders. There we go, taking off. Okay, well, I'm going to do it without the flaps. It just seems to like to land like that a little better. Let's see. It is a hot rod, baby. God, I'm just dropping that thing in. Gonna get on the weeds! No! All right, we powered through. All right, it's weed approved now.
Weed approved.
Taking off. It's a durability test here. All right, here we go, here we go. We'll bring it in again here and see if I can do a decent landing out of it. That's better. All right, we'll do another one here. Flaps are in. Taking off. Oh no, I'm losing power again. You know what? I think it's the speed controller. Yes. It might need it might need a better ESC in it or something. I think that's what's going on. I think I'm overheating it. It's not the battery. So I've had it for 2 years, so it might be just kind of worn out at this point. So let's see if I can get it back here, Steve. It might let me do a little water rudder action with it here. Come on, baby, come around. Let's bring it on. There we go, she's coming around. Let's bring it on in. Success. I'll have to check on that ESC. I'm thinking that might be it. I don't think it's the battery. Let's check the battery out and see what it's doing. But nice flyer, no doubt. The extra fin below really helps with the directional stability of it. It definitely was a worthwhile mod to make, and it looks just really cool. It's just a nice paint job. Let me kill that. I'm betting it's the ESC. I've had it for 2 years and I've been hammering on it, so it might be time for an ESC upgrade and maybe a cooling port. Yeah, safety's on. Success. Let's see. Let's pull this out of here. Let's get the battery out. Let's see where we're at. Battery's just a little bit warm, so I'm thinking, let me see the speed controller. Is it hot? Speed controller's a little bit hot. I think that's what it is. I probably need a cooling hole. What I'll do is I'll probably open this up down here or put something in here where there's more air, because there's really no intake cooling. So, but you know, hey guys, that's Dynam. That's sometimes you got to add some things, but let's see where we're at. I'm betting that's what it is. What do you see in there?
38%.
38, yeah. So the batteries are fine. It's not even lukewarm. It's not even really hard to lukewarm even. So anyway, Guys, check it out at bitgohobby.com. Dynam Spitfire on floats with my upgraded, refit, if you want to call it, my new tail fin back there. It really does work well. I'll flip it upside down so you can see what that looks like. It looks great out in the light. Let me put that out there. That color is just really stellar. So be sure up in the upper right hand corner, folks, of the video, just I'll have all the links for this. I'll have other flights we did with it, and I'll have the unboxing up there. I'll also have the mod where I go through exactly how to make that tail conversion and so forth. So anyway, like and subscribe, folks. Hit the notification bell down below. Steve, thanks for filming. Amy, thanks for taking the pictures. And as always, folks, we'll see you next time.